Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader. Welcome to Crypto Wars. Crusader, how are you today?
What's going on, bro?
Living the dream. Just back from Miami. We had a good time down there. I don't know if you updated the people yesterday, but yeah, I feel like we had a really productive time. Met some really good new people. Got some Twitter connections that we're definitely going to be diving into. Really excited for some of the new stuff that is coming your way. As always, we're trying to continue to grow for you, the people. So make sure to smash the like if you haven't already. Excuse me. Got a little something caught in my chest there today. Crusader, what are we going to dive into today, brother?
Well, we're going to be talking about some Bitcoin action down in El Salvador. We're going to be talking about some Ethereum burning action and some other DeFi products here like Avalanche and a few others that, are just really popping off. Possibly doing some TA on a few different assets as well. And like always, flipping hodls on the table, $3,600. So get your chance to get your name on that wheel.
We should maybe play a quick run through of a game at some point. So I'm always talking about VeChain. We're going to talk about VeChain a little bit as well. What's going to be my, we got the XRP thing. Like, what's my VeChain thing going to be? Is it going to be like, like I have a little what are we, the VeChain vagabonds or what are we going to be? I don't know.
I don't know.
I gotta figure out a new creative. They've got the Solana. What are they? The Solana Soldiers, or is that what they are?
That's Solana Soldiers.
Solana Soldiers, the XRP Army, and the VeChain Vikings, bro. Yes, I have people tell me I look like a Viking a lot. Except for the
Chinese Viking.
I think a Chinese Viking would be like what were they, like the Mongols back in the day? Would that be their version of like a
I think so. I think that's their version of a Viking.
Yeah,
the Mongols.
I think it is too. So yeah, VeChain Vikings represent. We're going to talk about VeChain today. Stick around, guys. We'll have some fun stuff for you. Let me jump into the chat real quick. I think Green Day Profits, I can't see it on the front end, but I think Green Day Profits was first in the house when I dove into the actual stream. So appreciate you for being here as always. We got Crypto Stevo in the house, says yo, yo, yo. Dynastic Wolf. Brody Gallant. VeChain. Sorry, I can't say that. I started to, sometimes you can't just read the, you just can't read the comment. Sometimes I get a little overzealous and I start to read the comment, then realize, hey, I probably shouldn't say that out loud. Bro, a Chinese Viking is like a vampire without teeth. Come on, man. Crypto Pollo in the house. Well, we got to come up with something, guys. And I love VeChain. I've been talking about it. We're going to get into it in a little bit. So VeChain Vikings represent. I'm going to start a movement for the VeChain Vikings. So there it is. Let's check on the crypto markets. Let's see what's going on. We have got the global crypto market cap. Let me update it. It's down a decent little bit from what it was the other day. 1.55 trillion with the T dollars. That's up 1.5%. We have got Bitcoin at 41,216, ETH at 21,82, sitting pretty flat. BNB's making a move, $255, up over 6% and 10.5% on the week. Do we know why BNB is moving against the market right now, Crusader? Did we get some news that I missed?
Not that I know of. That I know of what is happening there. I think it could just be a delayed effect. People start to forget about the lawsuit and everything's happening, and everything else has been running so hard. Like, look at Cardano. Cardano's up 35% the last week. Avalanche is up 59%. So it's only a matter of time before BNB. Why not, right? For it to have a little pop-off action.
And shout out to Clay the Great. He was on the other day, played Flipper Hodl, and Clay the Great says that he was an Avalanche. It was Avalanche, right? It was Avalanche that he was. Yeah, it was AVAX. He was saying he was an AVAX maxi. Well, his bags have been absolutely ripping and pumping. And I think, Crusader, you made a couple good trades on Avalanche, didn't you?
Yeah, I got into 2 trades, one yesterday and one today. Up like over 200-something% on yesterday's trade and like 50-something% on today's trade on AVAX. Yesterday was a long, today was a short.
And did we actually pull profits on those? We did, right?
Yeah. That's why I don't post screenshots of being up in a trade unless I took profits. I'm
Well,
not like those
listen,
other guys.
I know we don't do that, but there is a lot of guys that do that. They get it to where it is, take the screenshot, and then
Mhm.
forget to tell you that that's not actually how the trade totally played out. So, all right. So, Crusader, why don't you give us a little TA before we dive in? And I just want to remind everybody, the next round of Flipper Hodl, you're going to hear us say this a lot. We'll probably play another round, but we're trying to remind you guys, we've got a number of token companies that are coming in. We've been talking to, we've got some meetings this week, had some meetings over the last week while we were in Miami. So guys, this is going to ramp up and take off fast. Somebody needs to jump in and win a big chunk of money. I feel bad, Clay the Great. I wanted him to take that bank offer, but that's part of the game, right? You got to either go big, go home, or find out somewhere in between. But he actually, what did we end up doing? I think we donated $250 and he made around $50. So he won around
Yep.
$300, and he was going to be sending that to the military. So I wanted to show some love out there, obviously, because of my military background. But last thing I was going to say was, oh yeah, it's up to $3,600. So the next time we play, guys, 3,600. Toss out the super chats. Every dollar puts your name on the wheel once, and the wheel is pretty empty right now. I got to tell you, we have 2 or 3 people on the wheel right now. I think is what it comes down to. We've got 2 or 3 people on there right now. So if you guys want to get on there for the $3,600, come on in. Why is there we go. My mouse was not working. Jeez, God. Acting funky. Okay.
Looking at the Bitcoin TA. So here, looking at the daily, right, we're down to 15-minute here. We've been stuck in this range. We kind of, we lost 42,000 here, as you guys can see. 42,000 was important. We lost that. We ranged all the way to yesterday's low was, the total wick low was down to 40,247. And then today we just been ranging this same entire range again. So we're kind of putting some consolidation here. And we've kind of seen that happening for Bitcoin. Bitcoin just been popping off and then going kind of sideways for a few days. When we hit that 38, 39K level, we did the same thing back here, right, where we're just going sideways until we popped off again.
Mm-hmm.
There is a CME gap that everyone is talking about down at, I believe it's actually fits like right through this level right here. It's like that 40,000 all the way down to about 38, give or take 38 something. Is the range? It's that whole gap down there. Can we fill it? That's what everyone is hoping for, right? But when everyone thinks something's going to happen, it might not happen. Bitcoin could just consolidate here and keep ripping to the upside before we ever come down at some point and then fill in that gap. But maybe we don't. Maybe we just do go straight down to the gap, fill it, and then keep moving back up to that 50K range. I don't believe the Santa rally is over yet. If we keep consolidating between this range of 42 to 40, I think that's just building support for a longer run in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for another drop. You got to keep it down below 50.
So were the 12K bears. They were also looking for another drop, and I'm sure they're still looking for it.
I've heard that people are still holding on to that. I just don't see that at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, look at the world we live in, right?
The level people holding on to something that is other than reality quite often.
Yeah, people live in fantasy land more than reality. People talk about going into the metaverse. Man, people already living in a metaverse in their own mind already with the crap that they believe.
That is a really good point. Crypto Steve-O says, "Put my name on the wheel, baby." Crypto Steve-O, thank you for the $5 super chat. I am putting you on the wheel as we speak. Let me boom, 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 boom. I got to start a new line here. Crypto Steve-O with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Appreciate you. Let's before we dive into the news, let's pick our number and show the wheel real quick, and then we'll move forward on
yeah. So here we are, guys.
All right, look at
you
that.
guys can see that 3,600 down here, 2,000, 1,500. So what number are we picking? Let the chat pick it. Let's see what's the chat going to
Chat,
say.
toss out the number for today. We're going to dive into some news and we're going to just kind of blast through some rounds in between. The first number I see from the chat is going to be the box that we are keeping. And yeah, just a reminder, 3,600. Dude, if we're able to get the companies involved fast enough, CryptoPoya said 36. Okay, 36 to 3,600. If we're able to get the companies involved fast enough, that number could get really huge, really quick. But again, we're also rooting for somebody to take the whole thing home. So will it be you? I don't know. Toss out a super chat and we'll find out. All right, let's dive into it. Let's start with Bitcoin. Nayib Bukele, he is the El Salvador president, has done a lot for the world of crypto. He's kept their country in the, in the spotlight, as it were, in the crypto space, and he's doing something else now. The world's first Bitcoin bonds receive regulatory approval in El Salvador. The bonds are expected to launch in Q1 of 2024. Several posts amplified on social platform X by President Nayib Bukele suggest. So effectively, the bonds are set to be offered on Bitfinex Securities, a regulated division of crypto exchange Bitfinex. They're calling it Volcano bonds. The Volcano bond has just received regulatory approval from the Digital Assets Commission. El Salvador's National Bitcoin Office posted from its X handle, we anticipate the bond will be issued in the first quarter of 2024. In the tweet, it says, this is just the beginning for new capital markets on Bitcoin in El Salvador. They were announced in 2021 by Nayib Bukele, the Volcano bonds, after he passed a law recognizing Bitcoin as legal tender. His target is to raise $1 billion via the Bitcoin-backed bonds, seeding a Bitcoin mining industry reliant solely on renewable energy, including that generated by the country's active volcanoes. So what I want to talk about is the point of doing this. Excuse me, we are working with our mining off of renewable energy off of a hydro dam, right? We have all of this energy that's going out there that is being wasted by these companies, just absolutely wasted. You have potential energy that just whoop out the window, right? I see that he's trying to raise money so that they can harness all of this energy from these volcanoes. I think it's a freaking great idea, because think about it. You have the asset that is Bitcoin that is going to get exponentially smaller and smaller and smaller in terms of, not in terms of the price, but in terms of availability. Now you have all of this just energy that we just throw out left, right, and sideways. You have an opportunity to do something with it. And we have all of these people saying, Bitcoin's so bad for the earth and it does all of these terrible things, and all of that whole narrative that we know is Fugazi to begin with. Now we're able to push back and say, hey, wait a minute. You guys can just throw the energy away and not do anything with it, or we can do something positive and press forward into this digital revolution, into this blockchain revolution. I love it. I think it's a great freaking idea. Do you know how they're going to actually harness the energy, Crusader? Do you know how they're actually even going to do it?
I'm not 100% on how they're going to harness it, but I mean, I'm not a geothermic engineer of any kind, but I'm assuming there's technology to capture the heat from the volcanoes itself and just be able to just suck that into some machine that makes things move and makes it convert into electricity.
I think it'll be interesting because part of the Bitcoin mining issue is always moving the heat out of the containers. Now you're taking heat to give, take the potential energy from the heat to provide the energy for the miners, and then shoot the heat back out the back end, because if you get, obviously, the miners too hot, they just, can't handle it. So I just think it's really interesting, all of the different ways that they're doing it. What are the other ways that we've talked about? So we've got hydro dams are one of them, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We've got volcanoes. That's another one. There was what we were talking with Joshua Jake about, which was the landfills.
The landfill methane.
Yeah, they mine Bitcoin effectively using the methane that's coming from these landfills. What else? What are the other renewable sources? I feel like there's one more.
I think the methane and the flaring might be the same.
No, it's not, because they're capturing. No, the flaring was that excess flaring, and they're taking that energy instead of actually flaring it off, harnessing that and putting it back in and utilizing that. That's another one.
Yeah, there's a few, man. There's definitely a few. I mean, I actually had this conversation with remember the kid that walked around asking us for our information for the documentary that we were doing or whatever it was over the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yep.
I was talking to him and he's like, oh, so like tell me about Bitcoin or whatever. Like why are you guys into that? And he was literally blown away when I told, because he said, "Oh, energy isn't like consume a lot of energy and it's like bad for the environment. Like, why are you guys all about it?" And I
Oh,
was
he
like,
said that.
"Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I was like,
Okay.
"Actually, it's not. It actually improves the grid. It forces the governments to continuously revamp it and make it better.
Yeah.
Does it consume power? Yes, of course. But there's a lot of other things in the world that consumes a lot of power and
Yeah.
doesn't bring as much value as Bitcoin does. And actually, there's a lot of green ways, and people want to find as many green ways as possible to mine Bitcoin because it's the most efficient and most cost effective to mine Bitcoin. And once I started explaining all the things at El Salvador, the flaring, the volcanoes, all these things, he was like, "Oh wow, like I've never heard it being talked about
Of
like
course
that."
not.
And it just blows my mind that there's just still so many people out there that don't know anything about Bitcoin. We have the same people watching the channel, the same group of people that are always here.
Right.
They
They know.
know,
They know.
but the grand majority of people have still no idea what is actually ever happening with Bitcoin and how it works and
I mean, think
nothing.
about it. He was there doing, working on the documentary for what we were doing at the house down there for a crypto centric, get together, and he had absolutely zero idea, obviously, of anything with crypto. And it just goes to show you how much the narrative that the news pushes out actually does matter. It matters because people that aren't going to take the extra time to verify anything or to fully understand it, they just get left exactly like that, left in the dark. And someone using that as an example, like that is never going to get involved in the ecosystem, or if they do, it's going to be too late. They're not given an opportunity, right? You might have totally spun his whole thought process around on this thing that is crypto, this thing that is Bitcoin, because you heard what his initial thing was like, well, isn't it really bad for the environment? And I think a lot of the really young, because he was young, a lot of
Yeah,
the
he was
really young, people that are coming up are being indoctrinated. Let's call it what it is. They're being indoctrinated to all of these different narratives about how we're killing the planet and we're doing all of these awful things when it's just not the truth, man. It's what the news pushes out.
yeah, he was in college and he was, blown away. Yeah, so at least something productive came out of that weekend. Somebody new is
Crypto
on the Bitcoin side.
Pollo, $20 super chat. Thank you, Crypto Pollo. Says cluck cluck, givers gain. Pollo now on the wheel. Crypto Pollo, you're not only on the wheel, you are the Mac Daddy on the wheel right now. That is 20 spots on the
Let's go,
wheel
guys. Let's send
for
in as
Crypto
many super chats
Pollo.
as possible. Let's get Keeper sweating back there trying to type people's names again, like at Evan Aldo's house the other day.
That was fun. Shout out to Evan for having us over. He's such a good dude. All right, so let's click back over before we dive into the next article. We're going to talk about ETH next. For those of you that are interested, we're going to talk about my girl ETH. But let's click back over to the game. Let's do a couple rounds right quick. Again, 3,600 is on the line. Chat, feel free to throw out. I'm going to use the numbers that the chat had on here. So somebody said 8, somebody said 11.
8, hold on. 11,
8.
8. What else?
We had 36, but that was
That's
obviously the
our
case that
case.
we took. So nobody else. So go ahead and pick one, and then I'll pick one.
42, somebody in the chat said
42, somebody said
42.
that.
745. Okay.
And 25.
25. Oof, 25 was 950.
All right,
First offer is
offer,
up 394.
$394. Let's flip it, baby. Let's flip it. Now just blast through 5 real quick. Just hammer them out. 48. And then until somebody else puts one in, go ahead and just blast through like 5 of them real quick. See how we do here.
412. Been pretty good so far.
$412. Doing well, doing well, doing well. Let's do one more round before we click over to the news.
425.
Dude, all the big numbers. The big numbers. Number 7, number 10. We'll do one more. Why not?
7, 10. What else?
31.
31, 31.
3.
Ooh, 1150.
That's okay.
3 was a good one. 55. Let's go.
Nice. 45 and 46.
45. Oof. 430. 430. We're still going up $5 higher, but we're still going up.
We're still up. We still got all those big numbers sitting there for
Got 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,600 sitting there.
Crypto Billy, $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Billy. We appreciate you, brother. As always, showing support. Crypto Billy.
Let's go, guys. Let's make Keeper sweat here a little bit. Make him type. He's got to stretch out those fingers.
All right, let me pull back over. Let's talk about ETH. For those of you that haven't already smashed Katie Cakes making Keeper sweat. I like it. All right, let me toss over 10 more. Thank you very much, Katie Cakes, for the super chat. Like making me sweat. I like making me sweat too. All right, cool. Here we go. Let me pull over into the ETH. The where we at? If I could, here we go. Yeah. Ethereum burns 2.5 billion with a B dollars worth of ETH since the merge as supply drops to an 18-month low. Analysis of Ethereum's recent financial data on ultrasound money reveals a continued shift in its economic model since the merge in September 2022. The decline in Ethereum supply stands at 309,663 ETH, equivalent to approximately $686.2 million. This reduction reflects a deflationary trend contrasting the previous inflationary nature where ETH was consistently created. The cause of this shift can be traced by the burning of 1.195 million ETH, valued at around $2.65 billion. Permanently removing tokens from circulation plays a crucial role in reducing the total supply and could enhance ETH's scarcity and value over time. Further, despite the issuance of 885,581 ETH, worth about $1.96 billion, Ethereum's total supply experienced a net decrease, illustrating that the rate of ETH burning continues to surpass the rate of new issuance. Dude, I don't think people realize how bullish this is for the crypto markets and for Ethereum. So for so long, people were so, hot on the topic of ETH gas fees and how it, the tokenomics weren't really there for it to be as big as everyone says that it should be, blah, 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 blah. Now it's literally been deflationary. Dude, tell me another token that is as solid as ETH is, with as many projects, with as much happening on top of it, and is deflationary. I don't think you can find one.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard to compete against Ethereum, except for the gas fees, right? The gas fees are a huge pain in everybody's rear end. Like on Sunday, when we were trying to send some money around, ETH gas fees somehow shot up to like 300 Gwei, and it was like $30 to send money. Like you can see here, Ethereum's total value locked is $38.2 billion, right? There's no other, you go to Polygon, there why is my thing frozen? Polygon's at 1 billion, Avalanche 1.2 billion, Solana 1.4 billion, Binance Smart Contract 4 billion. Let's see what Tron's at. Tron's at 7 billion. There's literally nothing that can compete even close into value locked in the protocol. So that being said, of course, it's a massive safe bet. I would say, obviously not financial advice, that Ethereum is going to continuously be the competitor. Everybody keeps talking about Ethereum killers and things flipping Ethereum. That's not going to happen anytime soon.
No.
Just like Bitcoin's not going to get flipped anytime soon.
No.
The only way I can see Ethereum flipping Bitcoin at this point is if, I don't even know if the Ethereum ETF could help Bitcoin at that point, because if Bitcoin gets an ETF and then ETH gets an ETF, I think it's not going to really change too much of what's going to happen. It's just going to both rise, but Bitcoin's still going to steadily rise further ahead. I don't see it. I don't see Ethereum over surpassing 9 trillion market cap before Bitcoin does. So I don't see that ever happening.
What are we at? Or let me look real quick what we're at right this second. I think we are, because the percentages have stayed pretty consistent for a while now. So the ETH market cap is at 11.5. I'm sorry. Whoops. I mean, 261. I was looking at volume. 261. I was like, wait a minute, that number isn't right. $261 billion, while Bitcoin's market cap is at 803. So it's 3x. What? And it's actually a little bit more than 3x, but about 3.3x what Bitcoin's market cap is 3.3, 3.2, 3.3 of what ETH's market cap is right now. That
And there's
means
no competitor to Ethereum is even near in market cap to Ethereum right now.
yeah,
Like
no, for
they're like in
sure.
the 30 billions, 20 something billion. That's like in the top 10. And I understand they can explode, maybe get into 100, 200, 300 billion market cap. But that means Ethereum is also moving in the in the bull market. So therefore, Ethereum is not. I don't see Ethereum getting flipped in any way by any single competitor out there anytime soon, ever.
No, I mean, Solana's at 28. So Solana's at about, 8%, or I mean 11, 12% of what Ethereum is. Cardano is yeah, they're just nowhere. There's nowhere near, dude. So Cardano's at like 8 or 9%, 8% ish. Avalanche less than that. I mean, you're 24 or 28 billion for Solana, 20 billion for Cardano, 13 billion for Avalanche. Yeah. I mean, literally ETH would have to hit the brakes. It would just
Yeah,
have to stall out and stop. And how does the rest of the markets move if ETH were to do it? Just doesn't make sense because there's too much built on top of it. Actually, Billy said, "Oh, that's literally
yeah.
that's literally
Solana,
exactly what I was
Solana
about to
and
pull."
Bitcoin did flip ETH on NFT volume, which I
Yeah,
100% agree with, and obviously I saw that happen. BTC, the ordinals, right? It's been thing that just comes in waves and explosion. There's a lot of different things being built on Bitcoin. There's some DeFi action possibly coming into Bitcoin. So it's a new thing. People jumping in. It could definitely flip Ethereum in those types of volume temporarily, but overall, as a network, the network with the most money locked in obviously be the safer bet in the long term. Obviously, that comes
yeah,
with diminishing returns, right? If you want more risk, you have more reward, which that's where Cardano, Solana, and the other competitors come in. But it is what it is. They're all gonna rise with the bull market.
So here's the question. This is the question that everyone wants to know. Will ETH ever solve the gas fee problem?
No,
Okay,
it'll
why?
never solve. It will always kind of try to just maintain. It's just trying to maintain it from getting worse. But it's never going to be a solved problem. There's too many things on Ethereum. Ethereum was built in a way where you're you're remodeling the entire building while people are still living inside the building,
Oh,
right?
look at you. Burr, 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 burr. I don't have the horn, so I'd hit it for you, but like that was there it is. There it is. There it is. That's a really good way of putting it. You're trying to remodel while everyone's still freaking living there.
Yeah, while the whole building is still full of occupants, right? It's like there's only so much you can do so fast, and more people keep moving in, more things keep being built, right, on top of Ethereum's network. So the gas fee problem, it's not really a problem at this point. At this point, it's almost a deterrent. It's like mind your biz. I've said before, it's a feature, not a bug, to deter from if your
Yeah.
project is solid, you will come and pay the gas fees because your project will be profitable and
Yeah.
can sustain itself. If your project is trash and is not sustainable, then you're not going to bring it onto Ethereum because you're not going to be able to keep up with the gas fees in general.
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with that though, because we see so one of the issues that you run into when you're trading, let's just say meme coins, right? Is the bots. And one of the ways that they combat the bots is by for the first amount of time, they put a really high buy and sell tax on the when they drop the token. And when I first saw that, I was like, what is this? These freaking scammers, this, that, and the third. It wasn't that they were trying to scam anyone. It was that they were trying to keep the bots from effectively scamming everyone else, right? And I think that with Ethereum, we kind of have the same thing going on here, where if it just didn't cost any freaking thing to build and or to move assets on Ethereum, I think you would have just that much more crap going on the network because it doesn't cost anybody to do it. So my question is then let's talk about something like Avalanche, for example, that we think is going to do so well. I believe that it's going to do really, really well. It's really fast and it's really cheap. Why do we not have just a bunch of craziness going on over there? Or is it so fast because it was built later on down the road and so efficient that it got the remodel before everybody moved in, and
Of
that's
course.
why?
That's exactly what happened, right? It's the same thing with Cardano, the same thing with all these other projects that are coming out now. They saw what Ethereum was doing. They're like, oh, so this is how you create smart contracts. This is how you create a blockchain that can do all these things. Oh, here's the scalability issues that they're having. Oh, here's where they went wrong. We can build it from the ground up without those problems already inherently in the structure of the code. So they don't have those issues. But right? Cheaper and faster is not a great business model because everyone is always going to be cheaper and faster. So the cheaper and faster thing only gets you so far, right? Are people going to actually stay there? Are people actually finding are you doing anything else unique that is going to keep people there? Because cheaper and faster, we have Polygon, we have Avalanche, we have Solana, we have whatever other Fugazi token that's coming out now that is cheaper and faster, cheaper and faster. Everyone always says my blockchain is cheaper and faster. And then 3 months later, there's a new cheaper and faster uh, blockchain out there. So that being said, that's not enough for the blockchains. Obviously, Avalanche is. I'm not talking crap about Avalanche. I'm saying they're focusing on gaming. They're focusing on that sector of crypto. They also obviously have DeFi and stuff. So that's why they're doing so great. There's a lot of gaming stuff being built there.
Yeah.
So that's their thing. Solana, right? They're more similar to Ethereum. They don't have a thing like Avalanche does with gaming just yet. So I don't. They all have to find their spot and find their what they can provide to the networks and the different developers that are coming onto their blockchains.
Yeah.
If not, cheaper and faster will only take them so far. Ethereum at this point doesn't want to be the cheaper and faster. Somebody said, "Isn't that extremely bearish for ETH?" No, right? Banks are slower than Ethereum, and people still use banks, and people will continue to use banks for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So therefore, Ethereum doesn't have anything to worry about. Ethereum has only been around for a couple of years. This whole technology has only been around for a couple of years. So the fact that it's slow or has a gas fee problem compared to the other blockchains is not a short-term problem, is a long-term problem. But that being said, as it continues to grow and more money gets parked there, the older money, the larger money, the smart money, the whales, they want to sit somewhere where they know it's safer than some blockchain that's doing some crazy Fugazi whatever that's cheaper and faster. But you hear about all these bridge hacks, you hear about all these hacks, these wallet hacks, you hear about all these network outages and whatever happens to whatever other type of attacks that happen to those blockchains. Because they're so cheap and fast, security isn't their main priority versus Ethereum and Bitcoin. Even though they're slower, even though they have higher fees, security is a higher priority than anything else.
I like what Crypto Stevo said. He said, I imagine Ethereum, the blockchain of choices for institutions and whales, also ETH as collateral for loans and mortgages. Yeah, let's be fair here, right? Because it had that first mover advantage. So many people, it was what they had to build on. They did, and those are people that were in a long time ago. These people that were on Ethereum when it was cents to $50 or whatever are so much in the green and love what they've been able to build, and then like you're saying, they can collateralize moving forward. A huge transaction on Ethereum, let's look at it. Let's say you want to move like a couple $1 million and you pay like a $20 gas fee. Trust me, when you're moving millions of dollars, $20 doesn't mean anything. A wire transfer will cost you more money to do that at a traditional bank, and it will take longer and it will,
more time.
It's just not. For when it sucks is when you want to buy an NFT that's 0.01 Ethereum. We ran into this on the Bullets, Beans, and Bourbon. The gas of the Gwei got to like 300, and it was like, hey, I can buy this for $12. Now I've got a $42 gas fee on top, and it legitimately got to that to that structure. That's when it sucks. But when you're doing anything of any sort of significance, it's not gonna matter. People are gonna continue to build, continue to be there, and continue to take advantage of the great, asset that is the Ethereum blockchain. So I don't see that changing. Smash the like if you haven't already, crypto fam. If you are looking to trade, please make sure it's one of the ways that you can support our stream. Use our link. I've got it pinned in the chat for ZoomX. they're offering like $20 and 20% off some fees and whatnot. That doesn't have to be just under the Trading Wars setup. We are taking a brief pause during the holidays for Trading Wars in case people are wondering. That pause is just going to be till after the start of the new year, scheduling, holidays, etc. It made sense. That's what we're going to be doing. We've got a great cast coming out for season 3, so we will get back to that. But if you want to do some trading, trade underneath of us. It is a way that you can support the stream. Also, like we said earlier, got to get those super chats out there. We've had a few of them today. Thank you guys very much. We're trying to load up the wheel because, Crusader, if you want to flip over, we've got $3,600 coming up the next time we play Flipper Hodl. And if any of you are new to the stream, Flipper Hodl is a fantastic mix between Deal or No Deal and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. When we mess around with it today, right now, we're not answering the questions like we do on the actual game. We're just kind of playing through here. So, all right, let's go with number 21. Chat, feel free.
21.
Jump in. Give us some numbers.
350.
Right, left side, baby. Now you pick one. Left side, baby.
I'm
left
gonna
side.
go with numero 9. 300. Okay.
300?
Not bad.
Okay. All right. Pollo says 38 and 40.
40. 275.
Left
Let's
side.
go. 38. Let's go. $100. Let's go.
Oh, heck yeah, bro.
Okay.
Thank you, Crypto Pollo, for signing up under our link. We appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys are going to trade, why not trade underneath us? We appreciate that. It's a way you can support.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if people know this, but ZoomX, I think when we first started using them, they didn't have an app, but now they do.
Oh, yeah.
Now they do. Point. Yeah, I actually downloaded it yesterday and I've been using it. It's really, really nice.
Good point. I'm glad that you brought that to their attention.
I know some people just like do
43.
Mobile. What is it, 43?
Yeah, 43.
$45. All right, let's go.
Look at that offer, bro.
$492.
$500.
And that's without multipliers, right? Because we're not using the questions that add the multipliers to how much more money you're making on top of this. So $492 is a great offer. I believe Clay the Great has something similar on Friday.
Yeah.
Oof. We still got a long way to go. We're about halfway maybe right now.
Check this out. Crypto Pollo says that he's 3x'd his account on ZoomX.
Let's go, baby.
Shout out to you, bro. 300% move on a trading platform is freaking fantastic. Puddles says that it is a nice app. So looks like some other people have noticed that the app's there. All right. Let's see here. Number 29.
29. 185.
Right, left side. We've been all left side. Your pick.
All right. I'm going 24. Ooh, 15.
Ooh. All right. Let's go with number 22.
22. 450. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go with 20.
Okay.
375.
There we go.
That's not bad.
39.
85 bucks, baby.
Let's go.
Dude, $531 without multipliers.
Heck yeah. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 on the left side and like 12 on the right side.
This could be a big one.
Yeah, as long as we don't start taking out those right side.
Boyle says 12. Okay. Let's see what this is. Oh man.
Oh boy. See, it happens that fast.
3,600 is gone, but we still got 2,000, which is higher.
Still there,
which is still really high number. So
still a fantastic number. Yes, it is. All right, let's keep it going. Number 2
was
245. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go with number 34.
34.
$25.
Let's go. The lowest somebody can take home right now is 115. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's not
a
bad
bad game.
That's not a bad game at all.
Pollo says 6. Come on, Pollo. Let it be a little.
Pollo, you've already hammered us one. Okay. 420.
Not bad.
420. 17. Left side.
Oh,
yeah, baby.
Offer dropped a little bit, obviously, because we lost that 3,600, but we're still over $500.
But still, it's over $500. Now, let's look at this one real quick.
I'm taking it.
No, you can't take this at this point.
No, I'm not saying I'm taking this. I'm saying I'm taking it all the way. Like, I
know you are. I know you are. But what I'm saying is, if you look at the right side versus the left side, this would be an example of when there's no way in heck I would take this bank offer.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much left on the right for that to make sense. But sometimes the bank offers make a whole lot of freaking sense.
Oh man, we're getting a bunch of numbers now.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. What do we got?
29. I think we already took 29.
We already took 29. 28.
500. Okay, that's not bad.
Not terrible. 47. Oh, these big numbers.
Oh, Pollo.
Dude, Pollo has single-handedly taken out $4,800 in 2 picks. But Crypto Pollo also gave us a nice big fat super chat so that he could be on the wheel. Crypto Pollo, listen, whatever you do, when you do hopefully get to come on and play, just don't do that. We don't want you to don't pick the big numbers. You want to keep the big numbers. All right, let's see here. 23.
What else we got? 23. 700. Come on. We need to get rid of these 115 and 200, man. Come on. Where are they? Come on,
baby. Come on.
All right, let's go 35. Let's see what 35's got. 200.
All right.
Okay.
Now, if we can get rid of that 115, this is a freaking hugely successful game.
Come on, 115.
Come on, 115. Where are you hiding? Where's this 115 hiding? I think it's got to be hiding under case 26.
26. Okay, here we go. No, it was not. It was 920 something.
All right, but the bank offer is almost the highest it's been.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. All right, so we're gonna flip it.
Let's flip this bad boy. Come on, where is the 114, guys? Drop it in the chat. Let us know where is this 115.
Where is the number 100 and where is the $115 case? Come on, chat. Let us know in the chat where is the $115 case. Mike Lowry in the house. What's up, Mike? Glad to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in, playing a little flipping auto. He says 44.
44. Come on, Pollo. Don't take out the 2,000.
Pollo, don't kill that.
Oh, 775.
Okay. I mean, gosh.
I think it's under 46, bro. I'm gonna go for 46.
All right.
Oh, yes. Dude. People are gonna say it's rigged, but it wasn't. People are gonna say it's rigged,
hugely successful game here. The minimum you can take home right now is $515. Caffeinated Crypto says 4.
Numero 4, baby. Send in those super
Don't be the 2,000. Don't be the 2,000.
Come on. 515. 700. Okay. We're coming to the end here. We're
almost here at the end. I'm liking the looks of 14.
14. Come on.
Hurt me. But hey, this is still a winner chicken dinner.
We still got 1,000 on the table. Still got $1,000.
All right, let's go ahead and hit 33.
Come on, 33. Ooh, 620. Drop. Big drop here down to 470.
So hold on a second. Well, then, I mean, I wonder why the bank offer dropped to that. Huh. Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting.
We have a number that we don't see.
Because nobody is taking that offer.
Yeah. I don't see why that offer is even there.
That's very strange. I don't know either. We'll have to take a peek at that. All right. Which one? Take your pick. Hey, super chats, guys. Every dollar, put your name on the wheel once. We've got some names on the wheel. Super excited about what's going to be happening. Super excited about $3,600, which is the next time we will be playing for $3,600.
37. Pollo says 37. Come on, baby.
All right, Pollo.
Oh man.
Oh Pollo.
$1,000. All
right. Well, this is bro. 515 or $600. Who even cares? Keep it. Keep it. 600, baby. Woo! Keeper. Keeping the bigger number. What a great game, dude. What a great game. I'm excited for the next time that we bring somebody on. We need to
somebody can actually
we need to really like try to press hard when those bank offers get up there. Like,
but imagine, dude, like look at that. This one turned out fine, but it could have not turned out fine, right? Even though things were stacked in our favor towards there. It took us a while to get those last two on the right side out of there.
Oh yeah.
It's just one of those things.
It's a game of chance. I mean, it is a game of chance. Green Day Prophet says, my phone won't let me super chat you guys. I'll try again tomorrow. Does anyone else have issues from time? You know what? Green Day Prophets, I've had that issue before as well. So you're not the only one. I've had that issue before. I have no idea why. I used to try to throw super chats in on a couple different streams, and it wouldn't let me, and then it would let me somewhere else. So I don't know. Caffeinated Crypto throwing in a $10 super chat. Caffeinated Crypto, thank you very much for your support. Says, how was Vegas? Well, Caffeinated Crypto, let me tell you a story about Vegas. Haven't been there yet. The Vegas trip is this week, leaving on Thursday. So what you meant to ask was, how was Miami? Bienvenido a Miami. Miami was great. We had a really good time, really successful. Got some new partnerships going on, met some people that we were looking forward to meeting, spent too much money on food, but that's
why I don't leave the house.
That's just Miami. So we had a really good time though, and it was very it was very friendly to the business of Crypto Warz. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how Vegas is. I leave Thursday. And the party, speaking of Vegas, real quick, the link's in the chat. If you want to come see all of the fighters that are in the upcoming Karate Combat fight, myself being one of them, we will be out in Vegas. We've got a big party that we are throwing. There's going to be a lot of different people there, not just the fighters. There's going to be a bunch of other influencers there. There's going to be some famous faces there as well, from what I'm being told. So if you guys want to check it out, use my link down below. Use our link down below the video. That'll hook you up with a discounted ticket. So check it out if you're going to be in the Vegas area, or if, hey, you just want to come out to Vegas because you can get a cheap plane ticket out there, even if you come out for a day, 2 days. If somebody does come out, I will play some craps with you. That is my commitment to anybody in the chat that wants to come out. I'll play a little bit of craps with you. The table's been hot last couple times I've been there, so don't blame me if it's cold this time, because the house almost always wins, and it didn't win last time. So I'm probably going to do my best to stay away from the craps table as much as possible, but we'll go and have a little bit of fun. So Crypto Pollo says that Joe Rogan promoted the Karate Combat token.
Well, he did have the CEO. He did have a while ago, a few months ago, he had the CEO or the founder or whatever of Karate Combat, the old guy, on his show, and they talked about it. They talked about a lot of different things. They talked about their token. So unless he did something else on top of that, I haven't seen that, but I did know he had him on his show a couple of months ago.
Huh. Well, I mean, it's huge. It's growing, and the fighters are, a lot of them are moving over into the UFC after they leave Karate Combat. It's definitely become a really big thing pretty quickly, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the fight and training my ass off. So smash the like if you haven't already. Make sure to hit the bell notification and be subscribed to the channel. We'll keep you up to date. If you're not already following us on Twitter, make sure to follow us on Twitter. Let me pull up our Twitter profile real quick. Oh, shoot. No, make sure to follow us on X. Okay. I just can't, dude. I have a hard time with that. Crypto Warz OG. If you're looking for us, Crypto Warz OG. We appreciate all of your support, guys. Make sure to follow us over there, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on. All right. V-Chain Vikings. I got to figure out a really good something. Like, I can't just because that's kind of like boring, but I'll think about it. I'll come up with a V-Chain Viking saying, but V-Chain Vikings, V-Chain has got some cool stuff coming out. I've been talking about V-Chain for a while. Many of you have heard me talk about it. They have launched a marketplace to buy and sell nodes. Let's go. VeChain, a leading enterprise blockchain protocol, has just unveiled an update to its node rewards platform, introducing a marketplace for node transactions. According to a disclosure on X today, the marketplace improves the way users manage economic nodes and X nodes within the VeChain ecosystem. The latest enhancement is accessible through the newly introduced marketplace session of the official VeChain rewards dApp. Says the VeChain nodes reward platform welcomes another update. It's officially live. View, bid, sell, and transfer economic and X nodes from all our official rewards dApp. For the uninitiated, the VeChain nodes reward system is designated to give users incentives for keeping VeChain tokens and operating a node in the VeChain network. Participants can earn different rewards such as VTHOR tokens, utilized to cover transaction costs within the VeChain network. So VTHOR is the gas on the VeChain network. And, like I said, starting a movement with VeChain. I know Crusader, the great thing about Crypto Warz, is we can war over tokens as well. And this is another one of the tokens that I like and I am a part of, that Crusader will tell me I am absolutely dead wrong for liking. He doesn't tell me I won't make money on this one. He only tells me that about XRP. But he is not like VeChain. I like what VeChain is doing because they are a real world problem solver and they have huge partnerships.
I got the perfect name for your VeChain people.
The
VeChain vigilantes.
Oh yeah, somebody said that earlier. Somebody said that earlier.
Vigilantes.
The VeChain vigilantes.
Did they? I
was in the chat.
I just used ChatGPT and I spit it out.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Somebody said VeChain vigilantes earlier today, but it's a mouthful, right? Like we just need to. I like it a lot. VeChain vigilantes. All right, let's put a poll out there. Let's put a poll real quick. Let me. Oh shoot, you've probably got it. Do you have it pulled up or no?
Yes.
I don't have our stream pulled up over on the other. I thought I did, but I don't. I just realized. Let's put a poll: VeChain Vikings or VeChain vigilantes. I think vigilantes sounds more, whatever.
Sounds more whatever.
It sounds more. It sounds more. It sounds more like cutting edge and like against the grain and like doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Whereas Vikings just go in and rape, pillage, and plunder and just take what they want, which is effectively what Vikings always did.
The Chinese.
So, say that again.
Like the Chinese. Oh my God. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I was talking about. I was definitely comparing Vikings to Chinese people. Yes, absolutely. The VeChain ventilators. The VeChain. Look at Doc Wong. Check this one out. Check this out. The VeChain vaccinators. Yeah, right. Oh my God. Yeah, I can promise you with that name, I ain't part of the group. Doc Wong said the VeChain violators. No, I think it either needs to be the Vikings or the vigilantes. So we're gonna put a poll up there. So God, some of these names in the chat. The VeChain Volvas, the VeChain VJs. Oh, VeChain Vendetta. These are good.
So what's gonna be your calling sign? You know how Ben's got the Solana soldiers, right? What's your summoning call?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I gotta figure out a good way to that's like a W though.
But it's a V. Look, it's a V.
Well, I mean, kinda. Oh. Yeah. It'd be like a gang sign, except you know what I mean. It'll just be.
You need to have a sound effect like Ben does. It adds more emphasis.
What
for the Solana soldiers really works.
Oh shit! I'm like knocking my mic off.
The VeChain shit stains.
The VeChain Vipers. That's not bad.
Oh, the Vipers isn't bad. That's not bad.
VeChain Vipers isn't bad either. So did you put that out there?
I put the poll, either the vigilantes or what was the other one?
Well, let us know in the poll. Make sure that you guys vote in the poll. But I'm looking for VeChain to do well. VeChain's at. Let me double check real quick. It made a pretty big move. I was getting alerts on my phone. VeChain is up. Yeah, it's up almost 10% today and up 18% on the weekly. It's up over $2 billion. It's just under 3 cents right now. So it's making its move. I'm looking forward to seeing that continue to push. All right, let's talk DeFi. DeFi. We have got right here. Boom. Well, okay, Crusader. You've got to pick 3 different projects for DeFi. Okay?
Yeah.
Tell me what your first pick would be.
For DeFi?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty simple right now. I would definitely, let me see. I would top DeFi project. I think I'm gonna go with Avalanche on that one, just because of last cycle with the Wonderland and all the crazy APYs that were being built on Avalanche, and now crypto gaming becoming a big thing. A lot of people are gonna stake whatever they win on these different games.
Yeah.
So I think Avalanche is gonna be a good one.
So they're calling for ETH being
Oh,
number
that's a given.
number one.
That doesn't even need to
Right.
be there.
They're
Okay,
calling
that's
for
cheap.
Solana as number 2.
Okay,
They
it
are
has well, yeah, it does have like a billion. Let me check. I think it does have like
it's
a
got $1 billion
billion.
total value locked. So,
Yeah, 1.4 billion total locked.
yeah.
Mhm.
And Avalanche, good call. 900 million total
Let's
value
go.
locked.
Let me look at that.
I don't think I honestly don't know that I care which ecosystem you want to make your moves in. I just
Well,
think
you should care because it depends if you hold that ecosystem or not,
no,
right?
no, no,
If
no,
you're
no.
in the
I'm
ecosystem.
saying no. I guess what I'm saying is if I think that holding multiple different. I think that it matters for the DeFi project that you're in. I'm saying that I
For
don't
the
think
for the deep fry project
yeah,
that you're in?
if you are deep fried in all of these, if you are deep fried, then you definitely need to be on the Solana network, because all of the
Alright,
all-
does Avalanche have a community name? Like the AVAX something or the Avalanche something?
I don't know. I
Alright,
haven't.
I'm gonna put a poll out there, see what so
What
far
did
you guys have 75% for the vigilantes.
the
Everybody likes the
vigilantes, VeChain
vigilantes.
vigilantes? I kind of figured that people were going to like that
Alright, I'm gonna put one for AVAX. Start a poll.
because listen, VeChain has not had from what I've seen, a massive community. We're about to build one. Okay.
That's
We're
right.
starting ground up, baby. The
My
VeChain
contribution.
vigilantes are coming in and they're starting right here with Crypto Wars.
Alright,
VeChain
well,
vigilantes. I've been
you
talking
got
about it
your
forever.
vigilantes. I got my AVAX Armada. That's what
AVAX Armada.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
that's gonna be my
Oh.
proposal. Who else is the proposal for AVAX? Let me see.
No.
Another
I think
proposal
you
for
should be
AVAX.
the AVAX Annihilators.
Annihilators?
Let's see here. The
Uh,
AVAX.
AVAX Apex. Not a bad one.
Mm,
Mm,
I gotta think about that one. AVAX. There we go. Clay the Great's got it. He's got it. The AVAX ass clappers. Oh, Clay. Dave Digital said, if we're talking the deep fried ecosystem, I think I'd have to go with the State Fair Protocol. AVAX Avengers, bro. There it is. Puddles.
Oh, the AVAX Avengers.
There it
That's a
is,
good
bro.
one. All right, I'm putting the poll up.
That's a good one. The AVAX Avengers. Yep. I got my VeChain Vigilantes. You've got your AVAX Avengers. Yeah, for sure. We need to figure out growing those communities. You know what? Clay the Great probably knows all about the Avalanche community. Maybe there is a good sized Avalanche community that we just don't know about because we haven't dove into that community. But one of the things that we're doing, for those of you that don't know this, or just a heads up, we're trying to get more and more involved in some of these communities. We want to dive deeper and deeper into some of the projects, and one of the ways that we can do that is to get involved with the different communities. So that is something that we're going to be doing. So the VeChain Vigilantes and the AVAX.
There's a few Avalanche projects that I want to buy into. Trader Joe being one of them, and there's a few other. They're pretty low market
Which
caps.
one were you looking at?
Trailer Joe it's their DEX. It's the
Oh yeah,
Uniswap for Avalanche.
Yeah,
But
they got in
they're
trouble for that though.
because of the food place, Trader Joe.
Yeah, they got in trouble for Trader Joe's, and I think they got sued for, I don't know, some undisclosed amount of money, or maybe it was a disclosed amount of money, but they definitely got smacked for
But they're still around. They're still doing it. They're still doing their thing.
All right, so Clay the Great says Trader Joe will be airdropping its holders a DEX token on Mantle. See, there's so much in the Avalanche ecosystem that I know absolutely. Like, I don't even know what Mantle is. Do you know what Mantle is?
No, I don't know what Mantle
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm saying. Like this,
But
there's
Mantle, I don't think Mantle is an AVAX thing. I think Mantle is a cross ecosystem thing. What I've heard that before.
what you think it's
Mantle.
you think it's some sort of a bridge
Mantle.
protocol?
What is? I've heard this name before.
Well, he's saying they're airdropping holders of a token on Mantle.
Yeah, Mantle is a network itself. Yes, we've heard about this before.
Mantle is a network?
Yes. They rebranded. They used to be something else, and now they rebranded to Mantle. I know I've heard of this before. I just can't recall what it used to be called. It used to be called something else. Yeah, they're a network. They're building dApps, right? Exceptional UX, all this stuff. But yes, they're a governance thing.
Okay.
But they used to be a different name. They used to have a different name, and now they've rebranded to Mantle. I can't remember.
I'm not familiar
what
with
it used to be.
Hey, Billy, Crypto Billy in the house. Shoot me a message about this evening. I think I might be able to.
Oh yeah, his space is tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
If you guys aren't jumping on to
the Billy Goat Tales,
the Billy Goat Tales on Twitter, you guys should definitely be doing that. And Billy, shoot me a message about that. I think I might just want to jump on this evening, brother. So, Crusader, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm thinking about jumping on there this evening and seeing what's going on. Maybe chill out for a few minutes, say hello. So shoot me a message on what we're chatting about tonight, Billy. All right. So last but not least, let's talk some Google. Actually, hold on one second. Just one last reminder, guys. Super chats. We got $3,600 on the line for the next time we play. We're hoping to play again. Well, shoot, we won't be able to play again. Well, yeah.
What?
We're going to be playing again this week or next, but I think that we're going to try to play again this week if possible. So make sure to toss in those super chats. We're trying to play at least once a week for right now. Once this bull market kicks off, guys, we're going to be playing a lot, and we're going to continue to refine and change, some tweak some little things here and there for you, make it a little bit more and more interesting. But we want to get these numbers huge, and $3,600, dude, is freaking fantastic.
It's growing fast.
Yeah. Started off with $1,000. We're at 3,600. Oh yeah, it's growing. That's for sure. Let's talk about Google. Google. Maybe. Here we go. Google to loosen restrictions on crypto ads will allow promotion of cryptocurrency coin trusts. Google has announced its updating and policy on allowing advertisements related to cryptos worldwide. According to a new update from the company, the search giant will update its policy on crypto in January 2024 to address the advertising rules for what it calls cryptocurrency coin trusts. According to the announcement, the advertisers will be able to promote coin trusts through Google ads if they meet the criteria and receive Google certification. According to Google, cryptocurrency coin trusts are investment vehicles that allow investors to trade shares in trusts that hold various digital currencies. Google says the update emphasizes its commitment to complying with local laws and to align with the expected approval of the spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, the ETFs. The policy will make allowances in advertising for businesses indirectly involved in cryptos, such as those that accept crypto payments, produce crypto mining gear, or offer Web3 and blockchain educational materials. However, strict regulations will still apply to NFT, gaming, and other specific crypto products based on what the products are offering. Advertisement for hardware wallets and other crypto-related services will be allowed and subject to certain conditions. The policy also explicitly prohibits ads for ICOs, which is initial coin offerings, DeFi services, and the purchase, sale, or trade of specific crypto. So, Crusader, what do you think about this? Advertisement for cryptocurrency is already happening right now on multiple, like all over the place. People, whether they tell you or not, we've talked about this before, Decrypt and these other new, Decrypt and cryptonews.net, like potato. What's the crypto potato? What's the
Yes.
what's the
There's one.
potato one?
There's one called
Yeah,
CryptoPotato.com.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they're all advertising in one way or another, whether they tell you or not. A lot of the articles that are written are paid for and sponsored by the coins and the projects that are being used. But on Google, they had absolutely prohibited it for a while. Do you see this as a nothing burger, or do you see this as something that actually like is going to be good for the space?
No, I do see this as something because we know the ETFs are coming. We know institutional money is coming, right? And not just the institutional money, but the old people money, right? The money that's been money for a long time that people want to, diversify and put a little bit more money in. And that's where the institutional players are going to pull a lot of money from, is from these older guys that have been in the stock market for many, many years, have massive portfolios of multi-million, multi-billion dollar portfolios, right? And they got to convince them. They got to see the ads. They got to get the regular people in there too, and they all work together, right? They know that Google needs to advertise, right? They need to be able to have advertisement. They're going to advertise about it on the Super Bowl. You can bet your bottom dollar
Oh
there's going
yeah.
to be an advertisement on the Super Bowl this year
Oh yeah.
coming up. So all these level advertisements are just key factors entering the bull market, entering what we're about to experience here. So Google being able to actually allow companies to advertise their services, their institutional services, their whatever services that are in the traditional hands
Mhm.
is going to be important. They have to be able to do that, and they all have to coordinate this push. It can't just be, oh, BlackRock has an ETF, but nobody can talk about it. Google can't advertise it. So yeah, I definitely think it's a something. It's not going to take us to 100K instantaneously, but it also isn't something to just like, whatever. Who cares about that?
Well, here's my problem right here.
What do
Who
you got?
cares what Google allows? They also let scammers advertise. It's not a
Hmm.
good measure of legitimacy. So I was going to bring this up.
Uh-huh.
They have and allow a lot of absolute garbage to be, we tell people, hey, be careful. Don't click on these ads. These ads are put
Yep.
out there by these anonymous, you know, quote unquote companies, and you have people have literally had wallets drained. I mean, all sorts of malicious, code can be dropped onto your computer by clicking an ad, right? And so I do agree with what Doc Wan said as well. Like, I do care because Google is the place that anyone goes for any sort of a question. Like, you ask somebody a question and they don't know the answer, and then your answer is either Google it or go look on YouTube how to do it or what. Like, it's usually, well, just Google it, just Google
Yeah.
it, just Google it, right?
Hmm.
So I think that it matters. I think that it matters, but I think that the legitimacy of it is going to take time because of the other problem, which is exactly what Doc Wan is telling. You know what I mean? Which is exactly what Doc Wan's saying. He's like, hey, listen, like they allow scammers already, so it's not going to show legitimacy.
It
Shout
doesn't
out
show
to Magic.
legitimacy. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to shout out. So you're telling me these ads for hot busty women in my area aren't legit? Magic, they've been just, checking out your search history is why you're getting those ads, but that's a whole different story, brother. No, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's not about legitimacy, but it's about promoting, business on it. And if you can't promote a certain sector of business on
Mhm.
Google, that adds more negativity to the space than just saying, well, there's a bunch of scammers in there advertising anyways. Well, yeah, of course there is. But yet they still don't allow crypto. They still don't allow these crypto services. So how bad is it that they, even though they allow all these scammers, they don't allow crypto to be advertised? And I think a lot of normies and regular companies think about that. So them allowing regulation, right? It's just a a small hint into the future of regulation, coming in favor of crypto and just letting things actually come to fruition and not having this like tight hold around the crypto space's neck the whole time saying no, nothing, you guys can't do anything, because you're all, just like Elizabeth Warren is out there talking a bunch of doo-doo. So
Yeah, it's just another barrier that's coming down. That's how I look at it. It's just one more thing to where the whole world is waking up, or at least admitting, and that you know, a lot of these companies woke up a long time ago and understood where crypto was heading, but didn't want to tell you that because they wanted to position themselves in a way. And I wonder, you know, Google's a massive company, you know, they're allowing this to be promoted. I can all but bet you they are involved in 10 different ways with crypto as it stands right now, but wouldn't do that on the front end because they needed to get themselves positioned before they started, you know, pushing out all this information that they otherwise were trying to hide from people, saying that it was in the name of protecting you. Just like when the banks say, hey, we didn't allow this transaction to protect you. No, you didn't allow this transaction to protect you, the bank. It's the same exact idea here. These massive companies are in bed with all these banks, and these banks were effectively saying, hey, don't promote this garbage, or at least let us get to the point to where we are ready before you promote this. And now with the ETF happening, that you couldn't ask for a more legitimate, you couldn't ask for a more like usherance into the space than an actual spot ETF, if you ask me. And so I think as that happens, they just put their hands up and said, okay, it's time to stop fighting. It is happening. Now we gotta, you know, now we gotta jump on board and actually allow people to do what they want to do, and probably should have been doing for a while. So I think it'll be interesting. All right, crypto fam, we love you guys. You could have been anywhere hanging out on a Tuesday, but you're hanging out here with your boys from Crypto Warz. We appreciate each and every one of you. Again, $3,600 is on the line coming up, hopefully later on this week. So every dollar of a super chat, put your name on the wheel. We've got some names on the wheel. We appreciate everybody who did that and everybody that's been watching. We love you guys. So unless you got anything else, Crusader, I just wanted to remind everybody to question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like a top.
We will see you soon.